Hey everybody, so in this video we are going to be talking about this letter I just received from Niagara Specialty Metals' new attorney. But I'd like to preface that by saying I have been trying to get answers to what I perceive to be some Magnacut deficiencies since late 2022. I've shared emails to that effect. That got me nowhere, and all through 2023 I've been asking what's going on with this. I keep seeing these issues and I've gotten no response. It wasn't until I went loud just a couple of months ago now about what I'm seeing and sharing some of these internal emails that I got any response at all. And that was through an attorney representing Niagara Specialty Metals, initially Paul Nesper, where they tried coming to some sort of arrangement for me to take my videos down and sign an NDA to stop talking about these things. When I wasn't receptive to that, suddenly they had some evidence that I was somehow doing these issues in-house. I don't believe that's true. So again, I haven't taken the videos down, and now more recently here, I got a letter from Aaron Sakin of Hodgson Russ Attorneys. They're preparing to sue me for defamation and making numerous false statements. That's really nice of you guys to give me a heads up that you're preparing to sue me. And also, this is just a summary here. If I wish to avoid legal action, a critical first step would be the immediate removal of my videos. So I did reach out and talk to Aaron and ask them, if in fact these are issues that I've caused, give me scientific evidence. Give me some sort of data to support this claim that what I'm saying is false. So far they've gotten no response back to me. I've gotten none of the reports they claim to have that are indicating this is somehow my fault. And, since bringing all that up, it's just been radio silence from here. So, if you're claiming defamation, you're saying I'm saying something untrue, and I don't believe I am. So all I've been asking for this whole time is answers. If you're saying this is some sort of process deficiency, I don't know where or how, since I've seen this at every step of the way in my process, even at raw material stage, just coming from the mill. We've had delamination and other gross inconsistencies that I've seen in the surface. So if I'm seeing this at every step of my processing, I'm really curious how I'm causing this. So again, I've got no information, but I keep getting the stick from these people. They're trying to shout me down. So I'm not going to allow that. We've got new studies happening here, and we'll get those lab results back soon enough to confirm what I believe is actually happening. But again, I don't want to speak out of turn until we actually get some data. But as I sign off with this video, I'd also like to share with you guys a video response directly to their new litigation attorney, taking a walk through my shop here and asking for more information. So far, I've gotten none. So as I said in the video, I believe, if I'm wrong, I'm happy to take down the videos. I want no compensation. If I'm doing this, this is my fault, and I'll gladly apologize and retract that information. But even in the face of that, I've got no response with any sort of scientific analysis that's indicating this is somehow my fault. But if you haven't seen part one of this little informal two-part series, go back and check that out as well. I finished an aluminum can, and I talk about some other really soft materials that we've worked on in our finishing process. And I don't know where I'm doing this in our process. So I'm just gonna rely on observations and data to get to the bottom of this, and it'll be what it'll be. But I have a pretty good idea what's happening, and we're gonna find out real soon. So without any further ado, please enjoy this other video, and I hope you guys are having a great morning.
Good morning, Aaron. So this morning I just wanted to reach out to request some information and clarify a few things. I've also attached some photos to the bottom of whatever email I'm going to attach this video to, I'm not going to do any video editing or anything on this, but so what I believe I'm seeing from my perspective is something anomalous. We have soft pockets within the material, and I've sent samples back where you can see there's gross defects in the sheet itself coming from Niagara Specialty Metals, and I have sent samples after we've gotten the decarb scale off from hot rolling. I've sent samples in of parts that have had these anomalies in those parts. I have provided samples to Niagara just after this step during profile machining, also before heat treat, where we've had pieces delaminate and the material tore away there. I've sent samples after heat treating during rough post-heat treat grinding where I found those anomalous pockets again. And I've also found them as a last step here during my compressive peening process where whatever's in there is softer than the alloy. It's very, very soft. So it sometimes tears out of the bevels. I've also provided samples right off of our bevel grinder before finishing where I've intersected a pocket of whatever that is on the bevel grinder. We use all industry standard practices, although to a higher standard in some areas. But again, if somebody wants to sign an NDA or something, I'm happy to go over my finishing methods, but that is something that's proprietary to us. It took me a lot of time to develop that. But in the event they're trying to blame my peening process, I have sent examples at every stage in production, and in the hot rolled state there, you can see where we had some flaking, and in the pictures, there's some really anomalous looking things going on in the hot rolled sheet themselves. So if that's what they're standing on, I don't believe that's accurate. Also, I'd like to point out that I've used this, this is used in aerospace and other industries. I've successfully surface finished titanium, hardened stainless steel, 300 series stainless steel, aluminum, brass, very soft alloys with great success. So if we're saying that somehow this last step is causing the issue, we're going to have a real problem with that because I've already reached out to the company who makes this product and they said, no way, Jose, that's not a possibility. But be that as it may, we've provided samples and I've thrown away a lot of stuff that I never know I was going to be litigating here potentially. So we will have more as we continue to process material here, but right now this video is a request because your client is claiming defamation. So that's saying that I'm saying something untrue. So that's leading me to believe there's scientific analysis that's been done to lead your client to believe that my statements are untrue. So, whatever step they're saying this is happening, I am requesting the analysis so that I can prepare on my end. And I'd also like any and all samples back that I have ever sent in so that we can compare those. And I would like to know which samples were tested to come to which conclusions so that I can re-verify whatever testing there is. So I just wanted to clarify this here and request whatever information there is to support the defamation claim so that I have a chance to prepare and refute those findings through independent analysis. Some of the people I'm speaking with are not comfortable going into court. The metallurgy crowd is a small crowd, but I will look to see if I believe they would write a written testimony if that only, you and the judge have access to that. They just have a fear of reprisal in that industry. It's a small industry. So I would just need to get that cleared up so that they would feel safe in speaking about, any potential reports that would come back and their interpretations on that. So I'm going to take you for a quick walk through my shop here because, like I've said, I've found this here and I've sent some samples back. And I've also discarded things as I found it because I didn't think I was going to get a warranty relief. So there was no sense in moving a bunch of this across the country. But if they're saying this is happening at the Blanchard grinder, I would like to understand how they came to that determination and what those studies are based in, what scientific method they use to come to that determination. If they're saying this happened over at preheat treat machining, we do very standard machining practices over here with industry standard tooling. So if they're saying that the bits delaminating are from our machining processes, I would like to understand how they came to that determination so that I can reach out to our tooling manufacturer and gain some insight from them. If they're saying it happened during post-heat treat grinding, again, I'd like to know how they came to that determination so that I can speak with the people who developed our wheels with us because they've also assured me there's no way that that's happening there. If they're saying this happened at bevel grinding, I would like to know how they came to that determination. I'm just going to follow the scientific method here, and if they're saying I'm speaking out of turn here and that I'm saying something false, I'd like to know how they came to those conclusions looking at all of the samples I provided. So if they're saying this happened during my peening, again, I've seen the issues previous and based on observations. This is just a last chance to see what's been going on inside the parts. As I intersect that bevel, you come across these anomalies that I've shown earlier in process before, and I provided samples to that effect, which my observations indicate that it's the same issue. It's just I'm seeing it in finishing as part of my compressive peen. But again, I've successfully surface finished very, very soft materials there. So, whatever that is softer than brass. So, I'm going to get to the bottom of this one way or the other. So, yeah, that's all I'm requesting right now. Sorry for my funny hat. I just don't have, a hat that fits up there. But that's my initial request so that I can better prepare. Your client has had plenty of time to prepare and have analysis done well over a year with some of these samples. So I would just like them to extend me the courtesy to have time to prepare some samples and get reports done based on the samples that they have their reports done on, so we can compare notes. But I hope you can understand my position there, and if you require any clarification on any of that, please feel free to reach out and give me a buzz. But thanks a bunch, and I hope you're having a good morning.